Hello everybody, it is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. So, I still apologize for not being able to be there Tuesday with the live. I hope everybody got caught up, and that was as far as making the turtleneck cowl. And what I've done, so that you'll see what we're going to be doing later on this morning. If you happen to see this before we go into our tutorial, you'll see what this is going to look like. And this is what we're going to get done today. All we're going to do is connect these two pieces, and we're going to start on our poncho. Okay? There we are. Now I'm going to frog this, not all the way. I'm going to frog it back to where I have two separate pieces, and that way I can show you how to put them together. I hope when you made your turtleneck cowl, you made it at least 64 rows around. 64, 72, those are perfect to work with, or even if you wanted to do 80. 80 is fine, but I will show you how to put these pieces together. 80 is the number that we will be having to work with, even though we can work in multiples of 4, but I find 80 to be the best. So, once again, this is what we have going on. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I still have a little bit of a cough, but we're gonna do that a little later. There's also something else I wanted to show you, as I am a huge paranormal buff. I followed the Ghost Brothers from their first episode, and I still follow them. Well, I follow the Spratt family, I should say, because Dalen is doing so much. Dalen is acting with Country Wayne on this little soap opera thing that they have going on. He is also he does Ghosted or Roasted with his beautiful wife Stacy. He also does the Graveyard Shift, where he goes into resting communities and uses a spirit box. And he does PTOs, where he goes out and visits members of the Graveyard Shift, and they go shifting together to see if they can reach their loved ones, which I think is very darling and dear. I also love to watch him in Graveyard Shift True Crime. And he has recently hooked up with Scotty, the New Jersey medium, Batman and Robin. Yes. So you all know that my specialty is personalized crochet, Graphcans. And this is where I am so far. I'm not going to tell you what this says yet. I have to add 2 more rows at least before I go to bed. It is going on 2 o'clock a.m. My goal is to be in bed by 3. So I will go as far as I can with this. And my color scheme is Mainstay Sparkly Purple. The other 3 are Big Twist. We have Big Twist Mint, Big Twist Varsity Green. I don't know which way the light is going to help us see it, but it's a beautiful rich green. And we have Big Twist Camel. Okay. Also, don't forget that it is Thursday, luck of the draw day. I am so behind in all of that, and it's okay. It's okay. It's no problem. The only thing that I have caught up with and stayed caught up with is my snake, and that's only because this came up. And It is going to be 160 rows 100 160 rows tall right now, and I vowed to do 5 rows a day, which means that I would have 38 days to have it done. Not very many rows, as we have a big project going on within the house itself. But being that I started this day before yesterday, I'm supposed to be on row 15 tonight before I go to bed. This is 13. 2 more, then I can stretch it out and go to bed. Then tomorrow I have to put 5 more into this after I show you how to get started on your poncho. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep feeling like I'm getting strangled. And it's uncomfortable. When you bring your tools tomorrow, don't forget your scissors. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But please don't forget your scissors. Don't forget your crochet hook. And the yarn that you are working with. Oh, that feels so much better. And so that you won't get confused, you might need 4 stitch markers. I'll be showing you everywhere to put them. You'll see why you need them. The pattern that I give you is a duplicate. It is a 4-row repeat, a 4-round repeat, sorry. And it's really simple. It is really simple. If you can do double crochets, and the entire thing is single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochets. And if you can do those, you got it made. It's that simple. Being that I'm showing you this pattern, this is the pattern that the green poncho was. It's not the one that was in red. I'm going to show you how to get started on this pattern, and I'll probably take you into 2 of the repeats. And then I will show you the following week, which means I'll be frogging it again, but I will show you how to make the red pattern. So you're going to get like 2 things in one. The red pattern actually had the hood and cowl to it. I called it Little Red Riding Hood. But when Pebbles sent me those loving capes that she sent me, I frogged the entire thing and wanted to create this with you all. This one, like I said, is the pattern for the green poncho. Very simple. V-stitches, fans, and double crochets. It's really simple. But once we get that down, and to do it for a couple of sections, you'll see how easy it is to pick up on it. You'll see the importance of not following the typical rule of thumb. Everything can't follow typical rules of thumb all the time. Normally when you're dealing with something with a point, like a shawl or a poncho, whatever you do down one side, you want to do up the other side so that it mirrors each other. Like if you do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down one side, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up the other side, so that if you fold it together, it matches. That's not the case with this poncho. It's whatever you do on one side, you're going to do on each of the other 3 sides. So it'll go fluidly. So we'll talk about it more tomorrow. But like I said, don't forget you're going to need 4 stitch markers. You're going to need your crochet hook and your work. and we're going to get into that and get it done. I am going to work a couple of rows on my blanket and come dig into my snack. And of course you know that I'm drinking water and I'm sipping on the rest of the tea that I have left, which is just a little. It's just a little. But I am not going to keep you guys long at all. Keep in mind that we do have an ASL quiz coming up as well. I am going to, because we have so much going on this week, it's a really big thing happening in our apartment on Friday. So I'm getting prepared for that as well. And once we get that done, we're going to move forth. Now, for the major news, which I will talk about in my live tomorrow as well, is the surgeon has agreed to do my surgery. Instead of the one surgery, they're going to be two. Why two, you ask? Well, this huge portion right here of my gut, my belly, all of this right here, that's a huge hernia. We're going to do the paniculectomy first, and after I heal, we're going to go back and repair the hernia. The reason he wants to do it like that is because he doesn't want me to be under anesthesia too long, being that I have a heart condition. But all we're waiting for now is for me to be cleared by my cardiologist to continue to lose weight, which I had lost a total of 29 pounds. And I'm sorry, y'all. And to continue to lose, he said, even if you stay the same, that's fine. I just don't want you to gain. And I'm like, no problem. And get my blood work done. And then he's going to schedule a date. I am truly excited. The major thing that we're doing, we are going to go through the steps of getting the apartment sanitized, because I will be recuperating at home, and my daughter wants me to have a very sterile and sanitized surrounding to heal in. She wants it to be comparable to a hospital. My family does not believe in nursing homes. We don't believe in rehab centers and all that stuff. I have worked in one, and not all members of the staff have the same amount of care in them. I know that they are overworked because they are bombarded with an outrageous amount of people to care for at one time. I understand that. But there are those who are simply just there for the paycheck, and they don't care how they treat these people. Each one of us is a human being, and we deserve to be treated as such. But I made a promise to my mom when I was a little girl that my mother nor my grandmother would ever end up in those types of facilities. Thank God my grandmother didn't. Thank God my mother didn't. And if I can help him, my aunt's not going to be there either. And my kids have already told me, nope, you're not. And I hope that my grandchildren have the same love and dedication to their mother, aunt, and uncle as well. And I just hope it's something that's passed down through our family, so that we don't have to suffer at the hands of those who are not there to care. So I am excited about the surgery coming up. I may not look as excited as I am, but trust me, I am busting at the seams, literally. Yeah, and another thing that he said, I think I shared my weight with you. My weight loss journey went from 359 to 330, and I'm happy with that. I wanted to lose more. Didn't happen that way. As long as my daughter is around, that's not going to happen that way. Because when she puts her foot down and says, Mom, you need to eat, she's not kidding. I'm so sorry, y'all. And when we were talking about the ultimate weight goal, first of all, this man did not approach me about weight loss surgery at all. And that was one of my biggest fears going to see him. I did not want weight loss surgery. I wanted to have the problem fixed and then have the opportunity to continue to work on my weight myself. That would force me to be active. I'm cool with that. And he was cool with that too. So when he says, now after we get all this done, we're going to shoot for the weight of, and because I'm thinking this man is going to tell me everything every other doctor said. Okay, you're only, at that time I was 5'4", but you're only 5'3", 5'4". You really should not be any bigger than 130. In whose world? Y'all, I don't think I've ever seen 130 in my life. Not even, well, okay, maybe at birth. Maybe at a year. But I'm saying, in my adult life, no. And I was prepared to fight verbally and tell him, I'm not going any lower than 180. I was comfortable at 180. I did anything I wanted to do between 180 and 200. Well, his perfect weight for me was 200. I would have my lap back and be able to sit my grandkids on my lap and not my knee. I would still have the freedom to be as active as I wanted because I'm very agile. It's just that this gets in the way. So once we get rid of all of that, then I can work on everything else. And the inner diva will come out. Seriously, y'all, I am me. I don't care if I weigh 2 pounds. You're the same person you see now. I've always been jovial. I've shown the world the happy side of me. So I'm not changing. But I wanted to share that with you and tell you how excited I am to move forward. Now, business. I am going to have the auction close to the end of the month. As of right now, I'm trying to pick a date, but it is going to be between the 28th and the 30th. So it'll be either the 28th, the 29th, or the 30th. And I am auctioning off the baskets that I made. There are 2 market bags that are made. I could not do more because the blanket came into play. But that's what I am going to be doing. I also have a blanket that I made, and we finally got all components of it squared away, everything tucked in, nipped and snipped, and got it blocked, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's a mitered blanket in all shades of like peach and bright oranges, and what they call flesh tone through Temu. It is all Temu yarn, and it's an absolutely gorgeous mitered blanket. I've shown it before, but I will show everything, and I'll also put pictures under my post so you can see exactly what will be auctioned off. But like I said, Friday is the first step of us getting the place sanitized, and then from there we will move forth. Okay, I think I said everything. I think I got everything done. In the meantime, in between time, please, guys, know that I love you. And please, as I always tell you, love yourselves. Okay? So remember to be bold, be brave, be of love, and behave. Until we see each other again on these YouTube streets. Peace out, everybody.